Are we fucking doing this or what? Oops. Test. I'm not doing another 3 minutes. Man, why am I not? Why am I out dead? Hello.
Hello.
You guys don't get
Like,
an email invitation on your Gmail when I send an email invitation to all the people?
My Gmail doesn't update unless I force it.
No. All right.
It's a stupid app. And then the links that are on the Hangout page, which I don't know if that's what people are trying to access.
No, I'm trying to put that up right now. Just give me a minute. I love how I have to post this 7 friggin' times. Good system, photocracy. Really good system. Because why would Coach have multiple groups? Why would that happen? Oh, I don't know. Good design. Good design. Sorry. A little bit grumpy today. I was having a very good nap. I was like, I'm going to sleep all afternoon. Oh, wait. I forgot to explicitly say I want to not work on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Everybody else is working today, apparently. Does anybody in the States get this off, or what? What's the deal with that?
Some like mom and pop type shops here.
Really? Stores are open on New Year's Day?
Yeah.
Here, the place is dead. There's nothing open. Nobody works on New Year's Day in Canada. It's like it's a national holiday.
Yeah. No, like the ironic thing is we closed early yesterday, but we couldn't close early on Christmas Eve, and we're open today. Like the small stores are closed, but all the chain stores are open because God forbid.
Because you're going to need some macaroni and cheese, and you're just not going to be able to get by.
Yeah, apparently.
Hey man, I gotta get groceries today. So I'm glad they're open.
Man, I went to like the best restaurant in Fredericton. This isn't saying much.
Really good stuff.
Well, it's posted to Rockstar University, Rockstar 101, Rockstar 3, Rockstar 2, Rockstar 1. Oops, forgot Rockstar 5. And Rockstar, I don't know, Rockstar 0.2.
Oh, yeah. The ones who are almost over.
Yeah, I know. I'll figure that out like next tomorrow.
So Mitch and I had a thought for the day.
For the day?
The other day we had a thought while you were taking the night off, I think. You know how the powerlifting group ended right before Christmas?
Yeah.
If they were interested in continuing, we could be directing them to THomLam.com and having them test it out for us. Because there are only 2 of them.
That's a good idea. Yeah, okay, let me send them an email. That. They were both good guys.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
They just wanted their workouts and they trained hard. Yeah, it's a good idea.
They'd be good to
I
have
would just
around.
train them for free for a month. Because I kind of felt bad. Like, they paid $100. I'm saying this on a live broadcast, aren't I? Oh, well. I kind of felt bad because they signed up for another trainer. And in my opinion, they didn't need to pay that much money to just get personal training programs. Because they were paying $100 a month. But then I did do a lot of video analysis, and I did do a lot of individualization. I did a lot of individualization about that particular problem that I had with that individual. Anyway, I just made that guy up. So.
Sounds like everybody down here.
Does it really? You guys get New Year's Day off up here? That's crazy, up in that Canada with the igloo.
Hey, no holidays for me down here. My schedule hasn't skipped a beat.
That sucks. Do you get overtime?
No, because this is my regular day off. I worked 2 days in one yesterday. I'll work 2 days in one tomorrow. They got to figure it out, man. This is capitalism.
You know what? It's funny, too, because up here, like, the bus drivers get New Year's Eve off, which is insane. Because it's like, we kind of need the bus. They're like, no, man, unions, we don't work. And you're like...
That's like the one service.
You know, it seems like that's something we should have negotiated for in the beginning, you know?
Do you guys have Uber up there yet? Is anyone running Uber?
No. Maybe in Toronto.
That's pretty awesome. That's going to crush
How much
cabs.
is it?
I went like the equivalent of Canada to downtown Ottawa on like $10.
What?
And on the app, you can see, you don't have to even talk to anybody. You just get on the app and order it. They can see where you are. They can see where you want to go. And then you can watch them come to you on the app, on like a GPS map.
Oh my God, I got to bring that. I'll be the one that brings that to Fred.
Yeah, man. You can upgrade it to, like, you want to get picked up in like a Cadillac truck or something. You can just request like a nicer vehicle.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So doesn't James have like an app in process or something that does like parking meters or some weird thing?
Yeah,
I'm in on that.
Yeah, well, the problem is that the economy here is atrocious. Because we give our bus drivers too much time off, apparently. I think it's all linked. Like, all the stores are shut down right now.
It's Canada's government. They pay government.
Ontario is like the Texas of Canada. You should see.
Except without the economy, though. Without the supportive economy, they just act like it.
No, I'm saying that it's 10 times worse out here. You wouldn't even believe it. You would not believe it, man. It's like Canada, but Hicks. So it's double backwards, because Canada's a little backwards and Hicks are a little backwards. But we like the East Coast is Canada's Hicks.
So you said this is Ottawa?
Hey?
Did you say this is Ottawa that you're talking about?
Where?
Like you're comparing it to Texas.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, like, Ottawa is a lot more industrious, and there's more jobs.
Yeah.
And
But it's
New Brunswick is, my God, New Brunswick is the poorest province in Canada.
But just wait for it, though. The reason Ottawa's like that is because it's industrious with government, and they're all so overpaid, and they're the ones that's gonna make Canada go broke.
Yeah,
Ontario
probably.
will just go broke, anyways. That's gonna be the problem.
Well, the other funny thing about Fredericton is the capital of New Brunswick. Ooh. And so it's all government jobs too, but it's like our unemployment rate's going crazy because we had all these departments that just don't make any sense. And it's like, why are we paying for these people to do this? Like, this is the Department of Sport? What? Like, sport should be fine on its own. We don't need government support people, you know? And,
put some basketball courts up and some soccer posts up, and you're good. That's some kids play.
Yeah.
That's why they're all out in Alberta. Everyone from the East Coast, like, when I was in Alberta, it was basically the East Coast.
Yeah. And it's
Everybody
and every friggin' week they do an article about how sad it is that these people have to, like, you know, live away from their wives and stuff. And I'm like, well, it's the economic reality. Like, it sucks, but what are you going to do about it? Like, don't just bitch and moan about it. Like, create some friggin' jobs. Like, you know, the next article is about the evils of capitalism, and you're like, okay, well, maybe if you stop shitting all over these big corporations and trying to keep them out of the province, we'd have some friggin' jobs around here. You know? And well, by the way, when the Costco opened, there was a lineup 3 miles long, so I don't think you really mind these big corporations that much, as long as they're, like, you know, I wouldn't mind getting rid of the Walmarts, personally. I don't like the Walmarts. But the Costco apparently treats his people, hey?
Your Walmarts are so much nicer in Canada, though.
Yeah, but they're still shitty.
They are, but they're
They
so
don't
much
pay
nicer.
people very well. They don't treat people very well. I don't know. Yeah, they are nicer though.
Most of their employees in the States are on welfare from a recent report, and those are like full-time employees.
Man, we had soldiers that were going out to the food bank and shit for a while there in the 90s. Okay, that was a while ago.
It's like that here, though, now. That's kind of like the big issue down here with vets.
The VA is screwing my dad over. Sorry, guys. If anybody's working with the VA and listening, not a fan. Like, he's a disabled vet, and they're just like, no.
Really?
I hear a lot of stories about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, actually you do. Actually, I'm a buddy of mine's. It's sad, too, in the Canadian military. If you play the game, you can make out like a bandit, but some guys don't. Because they have, like, dignity. Not saying the other ones don't have dignity, but some guys are like, nah, man, it's not that fucking bad. Like, it's not that bad. I'm fine. Like, all right, well, here you go. See you later. And they're like, well, you know, except for the nightmares and the voices in my head that tell me, you know, I should shoot my new boss. But other than that, I mean, I'm fine, you know. Too late. Anyway, are we got any clients on this call or what?
No, probably not. I didn't even think about it being like, it just doesn't feel like a holiday. It woke up like a regular day.
If there's a holiday, and I'll have to put this on like some policy or something because we're getting so many clients that the expectation is basically like, you know, oh, I wrote you last night at 10:30. How come you didn't write me back? I'm like, because I was asleep. So anyway, what else?
Well, I woke up like.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I just lost it while I was saying it.
I thought it was gonna be fun. I was like, whatever.
I woke up like thinking onboarding. The only thing I wasn't like, oh, it's a whole. You know, I wake up at Christmas like that, but I didn't wake up January 1st thinking. I just woke up like, oh, it's onboarding day. It's the first day of the group. Like, I figured today's not the day to sit back. But I mean, yeah, but I didn't really think about it. I wasn't thinking holiday at all. Oh.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Did you just get out of bed?
Maybe.
Yeah, the dead giveaway is the sleep thing over your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Would have been even better if you were just like, good morning. It's dark. It's the light switch. It's not, okay. Anyway. Well, congratulations on being the only client on the call right now. Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of lame.
How's the kids? Do we got the? Is the fence
Good.
up?
Yes.
The fence is
And the
up.
doors are closed.
Okay, we're good now. Baby Watch 2015. Actually, we got Chin Watch going on. This thing is starting to shrink pretty fast, actually. It was like a good, like, you know, provincial politician, not quite county sheriff level. It was getting there. Maybe like has-been news anchor. But now it's actually getting to the point where the chin's almost all the way back. So this is Chin Watch 2015. We got an inch here, an inch there. We got about this much area. We got to just, oh gosh, that didn't used to be like that. What happened to my face? Oh, my face. Oh, God. Anyway, okay, so
I thought I noticed that the other day.
you noticed that my chin was getting saggy like a county sheriff? That's what you noticed?
You were looking like younger, and I don't know, your face looks smaller.
It's all the whiskey.
The angle of the call, though.
It's all about the angle. This is not my good side. I don't know. I don't have a good side anymore. I used to have a good side. All right, well, let's just bash on and get through all the announcements. What the hey, eh? What should I do first? Not everybody at once.
Today's the last day of the challenge, which I posted about. So it's the last day to log workouts, nutrition tracking, articles, the feedback.
How we got? Who's in front right now?
I don't have the document in front of me, so I'm not at home. So.
Oh, is it shared with me?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I didn't update it yesterday. I was going to do it when I got home tonight because I figured everybody's going to log. If I'm going to log.
Okay.
Later today.
We'll go through it tomorrow then. FAQ training. Oh, right. Yeah, right. God, okay. So how's the training going?
Mine.
Hey?
What? What'd you say?
You go. So I once had a hangout where we kept going, no, you, at the same time, 4 times in a row, and it was like, and I finally just stopped. It was like, because we could both like cancel each other out. Anyways, what were you saying? You started to say something before I said something. No. Okay. Well, I asked how was your workouts, but right as I said that, you started to say something else.
Oh, no, they're good. Yeah. I did one yesterday and feel better now.
Good. Did your little buddy help too, or?
No. She's too busy.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
Your name's not Joe.
How's it going?
Or I'm just talking to the baby over there. That makes sense, right? Because, okay. Probably not everybody has the same. Anyways, welcome to the call. What's your photography name, dude? Can you turn your mic on? I don't think it's working. Oh, well. Looks like... No. I don't know why I'm getting closer to the screen. I have headphones on. That makes no sense. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to bash on with some general announcements. Also, for the Photography Rookie to Rockstar 5 crew, welcome to the Rockstar universe, if you will. Let's go with Nation. Universe is a little bit overwhelming. Plus, there's only like 68 people, so it wouldn't be much of a universe. Or nation, I guess. Island, I don't know. Large
Village for now.
Village. The Rockstar Village. It sounds like something where they'd be singing YMCA and there'd be people. YMCA. Yeah, you got it. Sing it loud, man. Okay. We got ones, we didn't quite check that one's ID. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to have to bounce or escort them out. So, hey, Carl Moyer got a workout in. Right on, Carl. Welcome back if you're listening, dude. I know you will be later. Right? Okay. Anyway. We got Grove of Dreams. Who else is rocking? Oh, I'm just going to sort this right now. So I'm just going to go through the roster dump, guys. What a roster dump is just a record of how many times you worked out in the last... whoops. Didn't do that right. In the last week. And I'm going to remember how to do this in about 3, 2, 1. Come on, sort it. Column G. There we go. Hailey Werkmeister has just joined the call. Werkmeister. That's a pretty awesome name. Is this your first time on a Rockstar hangout? Is Hailey there? Is she listening? And Joe, I wasn't able to hear your mic, man. Are you in group 5? No? You can also type. Apparently this is the ALS symbol for typing on the, yeah, if you want. Okay.
ASL. ALS is Lou Gehrig's disease.
Ooh, right. Should get a nice bucket thrown at me or something. Mic disabled. All right, buddy. Awesome. So are you in the group that just started today? Because we haven't seen your face around here before, so it's just, all right, awesome. Well, congrats and welcome to the call. We will talk about that in a minute. Then we got Hailey Werkmeister. Am I saying that right? Probably not, eh?
We say it with a W.
That's what I said. Werkmeister. Yeah. No? Sorry, I just really I think your name's cool. Okay, I'm Tom, by the way. Hi.
Hi.
And, that's Mitch, and that's Paige, and that's the person that looks like she's falling asleep again. That's Tyler. But she's really wide awake. She's just a mom, so she's tired a lot. Yeah. That's why I'm not a mom. That didn't make any sense. All right, you'll get used to the sense of humor. It's terrible, but it's bearable. Terrible but bearable. So Perdicia did 6 workouts this week for the win. Wow. Yeah. Hard Charger of the Week award goes to Sharon, a.k.a. Perdicia. Hailey and Joe, if you guys have code names and you want to divulge them, that's cool. You can do that. You don't have to. You could, be anonymous or whatever. But anyway, okay. Then we got Stereo Oboe. Has anyone figured out if that's Stereo Oboe or Stereo? It looks like it's Stereo Robo.
Robo, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like 2 robots doing exactly the same thing. Is that the idea? Right.
Could be.
Okay, well, yeah. Rock on Cali 4, Megan Ann below 4 workouts, Kay Joyful for 4. She's pretty consistent, eh? Kay Joyful's always crushing the training. J4, oh, that's AJ, right? J4HK. Tyler, actually, you had 3 too. No wonder you're tired. Good for you, Tyler. Rombo. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Hailey, what's your photography name?
H-Worky.
Well, that's not very imaginative.
It's a play off of my husband's nickname.
Okay. My name's Coach Tom, so I don't give a lot of points for originality either. I was going to go with Flock of Seagulls, but it was taken. Pumpkin Pie. Flock of Seagulls. Yeah. I like to get the kid going. Pumpkin Pie, 9 to 7, Mandolin. Katie McKenzie coming out of nowhere, like a bullet. Good job. Glassworks. I really should be commenting on a college football game somewhere. Fighting Marmot. I don't know. AW Moeller, AK Tiger, Rage in the Cage, Jen Prince, Jake 15988, because 15987 was taken. Hi-Fi Guy, by the way, congrats Hi-Fi Guy on being the coolest colorist in the Marvel universe or something. Shit, man, I didn't know we had royalty on the call or in the crew. So that's awesome. Hackenstein, Grove of Dreams, Brian Ushman, and honorable mention to Zoggy and Thomas, the PayPal. Okay, so that's the roster dump. What happened? Andrea Belkey just came on and then she joined. Now she's gone again. Now she's back again. Andrea, you gotta make people mind her. You gonna stay around for a while? Take your jacket off. Hello, hi, welcome to the call. That's amazing that you can maintain that level of stillness. That's impressive. Here, watch. I can do it too. Look at this. I'm not even moving, even though I'm holding 300 pounds in each hand. It's amazing. Although I am gritting my teeth a lot. And I'm back. Okay, so what are we talking about first, guys? Oh, the Facebook group. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is that we have like 7 different Rockstar groups. And that's awesome because it keeps us hopping all day long. We got lots to do and lots of cool people to hang out with. The issue is that they can't hang out with each other. So all the groups are kind of in these small groups of 5 or 10 or sometimes 20 or a few more people. But it'd be really nice if there was a place where they could all hang out and kind of exchange ideas. So I was going to build something on my website to accommodate that because Photocracy doesn't do a super great job of that kind of thing. They do a really great job of a lot of other things like bringing people together and getting them fitness. But when it comes to like that, you know, what we call collisions or connections or whatever, it's great inside of your own group, but it's kind of nice to be able to have a little bit of a larger group because then you're more likely to, like, I don't know, you might say something like, hey, does anybody have any cool ideas for making beets taste better? And sometimes in a bigger group we'll get like a whole stream, a whole big long conversation about that, and like within 20 minutes because there just so happens there's a bunch of people online. So it's a really good way to just surround yourself with more people if we had that. But we don't have anything like that right now. So long story short, we were going to build this thing on my site, and then I was like, well, the world doesn't need another social network. So we're just going to use a secret Facebook group. And you guys are totally, you don't have to join it if you don't want to. It's fine. No, not a big deal. We're just letting you know that it's out there because like 80% of the population, the very first thing they do in the morning is they turn on their Facebook. So whether that's a bad or good thing, I don't know. But I would like to influence the kind of messages they get from that social media in just a bit and maybe just get a little bit more fitness and training and nutritional type content into that part of the universe, if you will. So that's why we're doing that. If anybody has any huge problems, well, just don't join, and we will still keep, I mean, there's still a huge system to everything we do, and every week is planned out, and everything gets delivered onto your Photocracy. All your workouts get customized. All your nutrition gets delivered. It's not, you're not going to miss out on anything. It's just basically we're just having a party over there, and if anybody wants to pop by and hang out, have at it. So we'll be sending invites out. I'm sure Paige has already got a battle plan for how she's going to manage that. I'm not sure if I told her she was managing that, but I'm sure she assumed she was because I don't really do anything around here. Okay, what's the next thing? The challenge? Oh, yeah. So we're Rockstar 5 guys. So we've got Andrea, Haley, and Joe here. Are you guys all in the Rockstar 5? Give me a thumbs up if that's true. Right on. Okay, great. There's no thumbs up, but I'm thinking there was some.
I don't know if this works.
you're getting it, kinda.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Well, there's sounds. Okay. Well, you can hear me because you just answered yes to the question, which just either could have been an amazing guest or an act of telepathy, but most likely we have problems. Yeah, telepathy. Okay. Anyway, so for the rocks, let's just focus on these guys because they're here right now. So for the Rockstar 5, Mitch, have we got, have we processed everybody's surveys yet?
Sorry, what was that?
Hold on. Imagine if you could do this in real life and just mute a kid. That would be amazing. Sorry, I'm just, like, kids are great, but sometimes they're loud. Okay, yeah, so anyways. Did we get all the surveys processed? That's what I was asking.
No, not yet.
Okay, that's not a big deal. So, for all you rock stars that are in, what's the Spanish word for 5?
Cinco.
Cinco. Hey, that's kind of a neat name for a group. What's it in German? For Werkmeister. Okay, anyway, whatever. So for you guys, this week is all about configuration, getting everything dialed in. We don't actually expect you to do anything, and obviously it takes time to put together programs. Just to let you know how the Rockstar kind of system works, this is how most online coaching works, because we have, like, I don't know, Mitch, how many do we have right now? Like, probably over 100 different kinds of workouts?
Probably.
At least 50.
With the variations, yeah.
Yeah, with all the different variations. So basically, for how it works is you guys fill out a survey, and we do a quick triage system where we go, if this, then that, and we just look at every survey and we go, okay, you know, contraindication for shoulder, doesn't have band, wants to do body weight. This is their goal. Boom. This is the first workout we give them. And then 90% of the time, that works great. And then that's just the first workout. There's an actual article which explains the entire process and like when to do which workout, which day to do them in, which days to rest, which days to go for a walk. So all of that is laid out very specifically. There's no, you guys don't need to try to figure anything out for your own. And of course, if you miss any detail or if we fail to communicate something to you, you just message your coach immediately and we'll get back to you. And the same with the nutrition. But so all of that's going to be getting set up this week. Have we got everybody's surveys in? I wonder if we do. I wonder if there's anybody that hasn't put one in yet. You want to just check that quick, Mitch?
Yep.
Thanks, buddy. And we got Coach Mitch and Paige, Rage in the Cage, the coordinator, the master administration, I don't know, what, the misfit of fitness or what. Anyway, Paige is here too. I need to work on my WWE nicknames. And so they're both part of the team. They're both here to help everybody out and help you and get any questions answered and all that good stuff.
We've got all the surveys done.
Got all the surveys done? Beautiful.
They're all done already. First day, yep.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so nicely done, Andrea. Nicely done, Joe. Nicely done, Werkmeister. Sorry, I just think that name's so cool. Plus, I think I want to be German. Last year I wanted to be Finnish. I think this year I want to be German. It's because I'm Canadian and we have this massive inferiority complex to all other nations because we don't really have anything cool other than A and maple syrup. Okay. Does anybody have any questions as they're just getting going about anything pertaining to this program? Okay. And everybody's ready to start training, and they can't even contain themselves with enthusiasm. How come it went to Paige right there? Did you do something? Anyway, oh geez, I should unmute Tyler. Poor Tyler's probably like, hey, I'm here. Sorry, Tyler. We. Oh gosh, what did I do here? Okay.
It's okay. I have noisy children. I know.
Hey. It's not a big deal. There should be some sort of compressor that when it hits a certain peak, it just automatically brings it down. They could probably build one of those.
Her screams are annoying.
Wow. I'm sure that when it's your kid though, it just sounds like opera.
No, not really. No.
No. Okay. Well, we're just gonna move on to another subject. So next thing is for all the other Rockstar groups. We've got a challenge that's ending tomorrow, Paige.
Yeah, tonight's the last day.
Tonight's the last night, so we're going to do a special announcement, a special news bulletin at 11. Are your kids at danger in their public school? Find out tonight at 11. Yeah, we'll cover that.
Really?
Not tonight. We'll probably do that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I'll make a post about it.
Okie dokie. Yeah, and we got to come up with some cool prize. I don't know. Pedicure. Can you give an online pedicure? I don't know. Next thing is, what else are we covering? What else are we talking about? Oh, so we just came up with this really great system. I think it's great because I made it. It's just a Google form, and we're going to take everybody's survey results. So that is your first set of measurements and weigh-in. And in 2 weeks, we can update that, so we keep track of it, and we'll be able to share that with you. And the other thing we can probably do, actually, just now as I'm talking about this page, we can keep it anonymous because we'll use client IDs, right? And we could actually post a graph of the overall progress of everybody. And but that would be kind of messy, wouldn't it?
No, that was my plan. Is overall, how much did the groups lose? On Team Rockstar, we've lost 300 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, not everybody wants to lose weight.
Well, I know.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do, and if we look at most surveys that we get completed, they identify at least 5 or 10 pounds of weight loss. So it's see, we go back and forth on this one, right? Because there's qualitative aspects of fitness that we want to emphasize too. We want to be feeling better, we want to be more energetic, you know, being able to touch your toes or whatever, you know, just good, healthy things. But it's nice to be able to quantify things as well, because sometimes there can be points along the process where you start to become very demotivated. And you're like, oh, I don't really know if this is working for me. I don't, hold on. Who's making that noise?
Me.
All right. And so, you know, if you can have some very irrefutable, there you go, irrefutable quantitative, like, assessments, like things that you cannot dismiss, like, oh, look, I've actually, you know, I'm halfway to my goal, or my waist is down 2 inches, and yet my strength has gotten a lot better, and my energy feels amazing. Like, these are things that are valuable. The other thing we should add in, Paige, might want to add in like a personal goal. You know, like, you know, if you're shooting for something other than weight loss, or just something else that you can quantitatively assess that matters to you, go ahead and plug that in. We'll track that every 2 weeks, because it'd be interesting to see what matters to people. You know, I have one client. She was just really happy that her dog always wants to, like, run, and she can barely walk it, and she started to, like, jog with it last week. Who the heck was that? I can't remember now. Oh, it was an in-person client, but still, it was Julie, I think. Anyways, but it was just kind of neat, this idea of, like, you know, like, just improving the quality of your life in all these different ways that you never really appreciate. So, so yeah, that's the results tracker. What else do we got? Oh, sorry, I muted you. I thought it was you making all the noise. Are you there? Paige?
Yeah.
No, not
What?
you. Hello? See if we got.
Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to the kid, the baby. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. So I have recipes on Pinterest. Does anybody have any particular requests to start meals or whatever?
Any particular requests for recipes? Yeah, perfect. Okay, guys, so do you have anything in particular that you really like and you want to eat and you want a healthy version of it? What about hockey? Oh, hockey! Right on. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was from 20 minutes ago, right? Yeah, sorry. You mean Canadians? Yeah. Okay. Oops. We're good at rugby, too. Oh, not really that good at rugby. We're good at powerlifting, kind of. Curling? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about curling. Yeah, curling, there, you got it. Okie dokie, so nutrition, yeah. So Paige runs, we have all sorts of these cool little social media feeds, because that's just the way the world works now. That's how you influence behaviors you get in people's faces. So we got a pretty neat Pinterest board that I have absolutely nothing to do with, because I hate Pinterest, and I think it destroys relationships, because the women always want you to go to Bed Bath & Beyond and buy stuff they see and turn their living rooms into these ridiculously, like, they almost look like museums. And anyway, not bringing any personal baggage onto the call there at all. But I still think IKEA is, like, high fashion. So, but yeah, so she really likes Pinterest, and she did a hell of a job, and she's always putting really cool pictures on there for healthy foods, stuff that really fits into, like, our concept of what healthy eating is. When you get the first meal plan, guys, you're going to see that it's, I hate to use the word paleo because it's getting beat up more than even than, I guess, hip hop got beat up in, like, the 90s, like, just destroyed by all of these amateur. Anyways, so it's the same kind of thing. Paleo got, like, it became the cool word to say, and so of course now there's a lot of. Anyways, so the meal plan, you're probably going to look at it and go, oh, this is paleo, but it's not really paleo. It's just the best way we can figure out to eat, and we don't have any problems with like eating rice, eating potatoes. It's just that those foods in the beginning, usually if we're trying to get someone handling food better, then tapering off the carbs in the beginning is usually a pretty good step. And the other thing we find is that when we look at people's diets, usually they're like 80% carbohydrates and they're 80% roughly. These are rough numbers. I'm not saying this is exact. But they're about 80% processed foods. So that's a huge problem because processed foods are not good. Okay, so that's not a paleo idea. That's just a common sense idea. So we do get you to consume red meat and bacon, God forbid, not all the time, but we get you to eat that, and we put up lots of articles about why it's okay and it won't kill you and give you cancer like the media keeps telling you it will, because that's baloney. What gives you cancer is thirst busters of Coke and Kentucky Fried Chicken, not grass-fed beef or a couple strips of bacon for breakfast. Okay? So, here, Tyler, let me turn you back on. I turned you off there. So that's my little spiel, my spiel in advance of the meal plan deployment, because we always get a couple people that are worried that if they start following the meal plan, they're going to, immediately get colon cancer or heart disease, and it's just simply not the case. And so there's a lot of research. The other thing, guys, is that we have a website called THom. We should really change the name of that website to something a little cooler. And
Rockstar Nation.
Okay, I'll see if we can get rockstarnation.com. That'd be fun. Yeah, we should call it that. I don't like that it's THomLam.com. It's like it's a team. It shouldn't be like it's just so ego. It was just because that was like James was like, "What do you want to call it?" Like 6 months ago, or I guess a year ago. Jeez, I guess it was a year and a half ago. Jesus, it's going by fast. Anyways, but sorry, I know I'm just ranting. But the point is that the current name of the website is THomLam.com. And Paige, can you make a note that I'll get that fixed? We'll switch it over. Tyler, you don't need to yawn right while I'm talking. Like, I'm not that boring. I try really hard to be entertaining, actually. I'll work on it, okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'll work on it. I'll have to watch more comedy. There's a website called THomLam.com, and it has a ton of information. And usually the articles have lots of pretty pictures. That's, again, thanks to Paige. And there's tons of really good information about the programming, thanks to Mitch. And I do once or twice, every now and then I put something up there too. And we repost articles from a lot of different places. There's an article about shopping lists, so if you do want to buy some cool equipment to train with, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that if you want to, then you can go on there and there's links for recommended stuff, like where you get a band, where you get a foam roller. You could just get a foam roller at your local Target, right, Paige?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're putting them out in the seasonal department because it's time for resolutions.
Oh, yeah, it's time for resolutions. Yeah. And speaking of that, guys, if you're worried about like going to the gym because it's going to be super crowded, usually the first couple of workouts, there's body weight variations that you can do at home. Okay? But, Joe, it looks like you got a full gym right behind you. Was that a Precore 3200? That's a twin cam Precore 3200. Yeah, sturdy unit. Yeah, don't use that though. No, you could use it. I mean, just weights, resistance training, going for walks outside is kind of more. Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, it's probably because it's not getting used though, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's okay though. We've actually got one in here too somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I'm a big fan of, if we're gonna do a walk, guys, there's nothing wrong with using a treadmill. And one of the things that I strongly believe in is just make it happen. So don't sweat all the details. And if it's like, okay, it's like 40 below out, it's either treadmill or I skip my walk, well then go on the treadmill. It's not a big deal, you know. Same thing with like, oh, I can't get grass-fed beef because I live in New London, Connecticut, okay, fine. Don't get grass-fed beef. Get like lean ground beef. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. You know, oh, I can't. Just all sorts of little things that people worry about, these small details, and it's just like, just get this stuff done, and then worry about doing it a little bit better next time. Progress, not for perfection. Okay. So the first thing is, I'd say, like, for the first couple of weeks, if you want to avoid the gyms because they're insanely busy right now, train at home. Don't worry, those people will be gone in like 3 weeks. Or just go to the gym and just get the elbows up. I mean, if you're willing to do it on Black Friday at Target for a Tickle Me Elmo doll, then do it for your fitness. You know, be the change you want to see in your quads. That's the line for the year. Okay. What else are we talking about here, Paige? Mitch, anything else I should cover? You had some talking points, didn't you? That you wanted me to go over? Hey?
Yeah, hold on.
No.
Did you both have talking points you wanted me? Do you guys want to say anything? I've been talking the whole time. I never let these guys talk, and they actually usually make a lot more sense than I do. Gotta work on that.
No, you read everything that I was thinking about, so that's good. You read my mind.
That'll be the first and last time I successfully read a woman's mind in the entire year, but I'll take it. Yeah.
If you guys are on MyFitnessPal and you're listening and you haven't added me yet, it's not going to be fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got more of you, but I'm still missing about 20 Rockstars.
Seriously? You've got everybody but 20 of them? That's really good.
Roughly. There's a few who might have left their groups and I have to double check if they either didn't. But, like, you guys, I'm not yelling at you guys because I haven't messaged you yet, so you're fine. Everybody else.
Yeah, but, like, so, and you don't have to use MyFitnessPal if you don't want to, but, and we do not, so, yeah, let's do the MyFitnessPal speech. So MyFitnessPal is annoying because it operates under the premise that if you maintain a caloric deficit, regardless of how you do that, you'll gain weight. I guess I could put this gum in my mouth now. And that's not really accurate, and it'll lead you. So I keep saying over and over again, like, guys, just fuel your body for optimum health, and then it'll start to change in a positive way. Don't worry about caloric deficit, because when people are not, when they're not as healthy as they want to be, when they're not at the weight they want to be at, their bodies are not overnourished, they're malnourished, okay? So it's more important in the beginning to just focus on eating meals like the ones we have in the meal plan. The meal plan is not a life sentence. It's not saying you have to eat like this forever. It's removing the decision making so you don't have to think about it. Because the less things you have to think about, the more likely you are to execute the things you're being asked to do. Does that make sense? Okay. Great guy Tim Ferriss talks a lot about decision fatigue and about these studies where they had two groups. One group had to make 10 decisions. The other group only had to make one decision. And at the end of this, they were given this willpower test where they were asked to either stare at a cookie for 5 minutes and then eat it, or eat it right away. And the people that had to make all the decisions beforehand were 300% less likely to maintain their willpower and not eat the cookie. Okay? So if you can imagine, you got this little fuel tank up in the brain. It's probably not right here, but just for illustration purposes, let's say it's right here, and it's got only so much octane. Every time you make a decision, it down, 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 and by the time it's 7 o'clock at night and the ad for the Domino's pizza comes on, and you're just like, whoa, 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 you know, that's what you want to avoid, okay? So that's why we're saying eat this. We're saying do this. And if, you know, something rankles with you and you're like, oh, I don't want to eat that, then ask. No worries, you know. It's just trying to eliminate as many decisions as possible. While we're talking about that, another thing that can be really powerful for helping you to stick to things is making the exercise part of your morning routine. So if it, at all possible, if you can pull it off by doing it first thing in the morning, if you're a night owl and that works for you, that's great. Go ahead and do that. But for me personally, I like the first hour of my day to be completely planned out, and I don't have to think about anything. I don't even think about the clothes I wear. I just wear the same. I wear one of 20 black T-shirts. I got, 2 pairs of jeans look identical, just 2 pairs, I know, and like 8 pairs of sweatpants. That's it. Boom. That's all I wear unless I got to go to some fancy thing, and then I go into the fancy clothes. But okay, so it's all about eliminating the things you need to worry about, so that you can eliminating things you don't really need to worry about, so you can focus on the things that matter. Okay. So yeah. What else should we talk about? Anything? Jeez, we've been talking for it's 3:21. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other points for people when they're getting started. Any questions? Questions are good. I like questions. I guess I should check the. Oh, geez, 7 messages. Oh gosh. Right. Oh, right. Okay, good. Okay. Well, no more questions. I guess we can shut her down. Unless anybody's got anything else they want to ask. I don't speak baby. I don't know what that was. What are you trying to ask?
She's jumping off of her toys.
So I had this. This is just a funny observation, and I'll let you guys go because I just like to talk. But, we're at Christmas, and I'm at this Christmas dinner, and we've got like some friends of the family, and they've got kids, and they're like super health conscious, and they feed their kids incredibly well, and I kind of understand now why some kids are like feeding their kids McDonald's and like a lot of carbs. It's to slow them down and make them sleepy, because when kids are properly fueled, they're little bundles of like just lightning energy. It's exhausting even to just be around them for a couple hours, and they just run in circles like just for no reason at all. And I'm like, I can see why, Anyways, so that was just something. It was just amazing to me to see how and this one kid was 4, and she was like, I don't know, like this tall. She was huge. And anyways, it was just kind of neat to see these people that have they grow their own whatever. They're just really into health, and it's amazing to see what happens to kids when they're raised like that. Because normally you go places and you see kids that aren't being raised very well. It's not that their parents are like evil or anything. They just don't understand how important it is, and the kids are always upset. I don't know. Probably not politically correct, but it's interesting to think about how important it is, regardless of if you're planning on adding more human beings to the planet or not. It's probably important to stay healthy, but even more so if you're gonna reproduce. Although we already got 6 billion people, so I think we're good. Anyways. That was probably politically incorrect too. Okay, well, I guess I'll shut down the call now if I haven't pissed off anybody else. Could I piss off somebody else too? No vegans, CrossFitters? I don't know. And apparently, so this is something too I just learned. So in Canada, it's totally okay to say nuclear. Wait, no, nuclear. And apparently, if you say that down in the States, and I've been saying it for like a year, I don't know if I was saying it all the time, but I'd say nuclear, and that's apparently where George Bush says it, and I guess it like really upsets scientists or something. And so I was talking to a client last week, Christina, and she's like, yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, you've got to stop saying that because you sound like a hardcore Republican. Not that there's anything wrong with Republicans, I don't even know the difference. But she's like, but some people won't like that. I'm like, oh, jeez. Okay. So that's one of those little Canadian things, I guess, that gets you into trouble. Okay, so I guess I'll let everybody go. And I'm not working out today. I worked out last night. Big squat workout. Oh, yeah, we got a March 21st. We're having a powerlifting competition up here in New Brunswick, Canada. And we're going to have a big Rockstar event, too, with probably a grand total of 3 or 4 people coming. Maybe not even that many. But that's exciting, I guess. That's another thing that's going on. And I'm all pumped up for it because I'm going to try and hit an 800-pound deadlift in that competition, which is a lot of weight. That's like 2 cars or something.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You can do it.
I'm going to do that, a 700 squat, and a 425 pound bench, hopefully. I don't know. Mitch, you think I could get a 450? I don't know.
Yeah.
Might take some.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never got one.
Sure you can.
Yeah, if it's hometown judging, maybe.
Hometown, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A little bounce, maybe.
Bounce it off the chest.
Yeah.
We'll not quite lock it out in the racket. Okay. Well, we'll get to work on that.
All right. And guys, I'm going to be in a new group. I'll be going over your surveys the next couple days. So you'll see me assigning new workouts either this weekend or early next week. And I'm also going to assign you the meal plan that Thom is talking about. And you also might hear from me on needing some clarification on maybe if you have past injuries or anything like that. So in the meantime, you'll see us linking you to thomlam.com a lot. So in the meantime, just go check out that website and read through it. Check out some articles that interest you.
Yeah, and there's actually a really great search engine. It's like, I don't know, it's James, James is our tech guy, and he built he didn't build it, it's just a plugin, but it's got a really good search function. So if you type in anything, it'll find every article that's possibly related to that, which is handy because there's like 150 articles or so on there. Alrighty then. You guys have a lovely day, and I gotta come up with a good sign-off. Control the pet population. I don't know. Something. I got nothing. All right. Have a great day. Go deadlift or something. Okay. Thanks, guys. Ta-da.
Bye, happy
Bye, guys.
New Year.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year. Yeah, there you go. Happy New Year. Thanks, Tyler. Thank
Problem.
you. Yeah,
Bye.
Bye. Good job.